Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all well and keeping safe. This is not the first time I've pitted these two suits against each other. The original video that I done is doing well to this day, and I still get comments from people raging on, debating back and forth about which suit they prefer and why from the Dark Knight trilogy. Now, if you know the channel, you already know that I'm all about that Batman Begins action, so this side of the desk right now, that's where I'm at. And then you've also got the folks out there who prefer the Dark Knight suit. So this time I want to go in using these figures as a way to get up close and personal at the details and just really have one more look now that I'm better armed with more information and more facts that I've just gathered through the years of being a fan of the trilogy and watching different documentaries and behind the scenes stuff. And you just pick up little nuggets of information along the way. So strap yourselves in, drop a like on the video and leave me a comment. It's always good to hear from you, especially on a subject like this, and I hope you enjoy this one. Now, just to give you an idea of what figures you're looking at on the disc here, in case you're curious, this is what I call the Ultimate Batman Begins figure. It's comprised of different parts from different companies. So you've got the Hot Toys head sculpt on a NECA body, as well as the NECA cape on there. That's the stock cape that came from NECA. Really impressed with that. But it does have the Enterbay Batman belt on, and I've got him standing on a DC Direct Batman Begins statue base. So that is what he's made up of. And it's just nice because the NECA body is all plastic with joints, which are quite nicely concealed because of the nature of just a totally black suit. So you're able to put his fists up and have him looking really aggressive. And I absolutely love that about this figure, because you can't usually do that with the officially released Batman Begins figures from companies like Hot Toys or Enterbay, because of the rubber suits and the lack of the ratchet joints in the elbows, so that you try to get your arm in this position, but the rubber suit will just kind of force the arm back down again flat. So it is nice to be able to do that. And that is a Batman Begins Toy Fair exclusive Hot Toys 1/6 scale figure. And that is the Hot Toys Armory version of the Dark Knight suit, 1/6 scale. And that is the Hot Toys 1/4 scale Dark Knight Rises Batman. And for the life of me, I can't remember which company made these, but these came out back in like 2005, 2008 when the film was released. Is it Mattel? Something like that. But they're the old school toys, so I just thought I'd put them in there just for a bit of charm. And all these figures have custom capes made by either Jackson XU or Unreal Customs, apart from the Ultimate Batman over here, because as I said, that is just the NECA cape, which is fantastic, so no need to go custom on that one. But these three here are rocking custom capes. Now that is epic right there. That's the Dark Knight suit versus Batman Begins suit in full effect right there. It's about to kick off. I just had to show you. I had to show you how that looked and put it on the gram. So if you're following me on there, you probably already done seen it by now. But in case you're not, you should be. It's a pretty epic amount of swag going on the desk right at this moment. Look at that. The angles I give you, man. Look at the light in the background, just bouncing off those bat ears. Eh? Yeah. You know I treat you right. Just tweak that a little bit. Just tweak that arm there. His left arm. I mean, come on, man. Look at that. Look at that angle. It's beautiful. Very, very, very nice. Alright, so probably time to change it up. It's a shame, I tell you. Looking at that is sweet. I like the way it looks. I do. Alright. Now, although technically an improvement, I admit, don't forget, once he put on this suit, he was broken, stabbed. I mean, Talia al Ghul managed to get a knife right in between those blades there in the mesh. Right in. Now, she had to try that on the Batman Begins suit. He would have laughed, swiped the knife away gently, and just waved his finger and said, "Two sugars, Doris." And that would have been the end of it, hopefully. But, yeah, he was stabbed, broken. I mean, in Batman Begins, they set him on fire. They threw him out. Well, he jumped out of a window, off a car, rolled around in the rain for a little bit, got rid of the fire. It would have been better if he hadn't have been shot in the face with fear gas. Otherwise, he just would have got up, shrugged it off and said, "Right, I'm heading back up there." Scarecrow and his goons went easy on first time. Not this time. They've had their, point is, he could really take a lot more damage and punishment in the Batman Begins suit. Now, one cool feature the Dark Knight cowl has that I don't believe the Batman Begins cowl had, I believe it was one of the new developments that came along with the redesigning of the suit, is these cool lenses that come down over Bruce Wayne's eyes in the Dark Knight cowl to allow him to see in possibly different vision modes, definitely be able to see in the dark with these bad boys. So they are very cool looking, and they do kind of hark back to that memory of seeing Batman with the white eyes from the comics, so a little memory nudge there as well. Very, very cool looking in the dark. And I believe that is an exclusive look to this suit. So Batman Begins is angry about that. Doesn't look very pleased, does he? Now, one of the most badass things about the Batman Begins suit was the fact that when he sprayed that Nomex survival suit with that latex black spray, it was able to conceal his heat signature. So even if someone was wearing, or something was able to see a heat signature on a person, all he had to do was cover up his mouth and he would be completely invisible to everyone and everything, including Predator. That's right, he'd be looking around all day for Batsy if he was wearing the Batman Begins suit. To no avail, because he is invisible. Now, unfortunately for the Dark Knight, because of his new modern look and the revealing of the heat signature through the armor plates, he would fall prey to the Predator. The Predator would get the drop on him and say, "Excuse me, I need your skull and spine." And he would say, "Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs." He's done for. Whereas Batman Begins, remember, invisible to the Predator. So, Batman Begins, Batman would surely kill the Predator before the Predator could kill him. Quite the opposite for the Dark Knight. All in exchange for being able to turn my head and be a little bit lighter on my feet, where in reality the Dark Knight suit was actually heavier than the Begins one. So there. Fatality. Flawless victory. I'm sorry, but that's how it goes when you sacrifice your ability to stay invisible in exchange for maneuverability. Your Predator prey. That's right. Not BB, though. No, he's way ahead of you. You can't even see him with thermal vision. He's a ghost. Did you see that? No, you didn't. Now, another little thing that the Dark Knight suit had over the Batman Begins suit was the ability to shoot the gauntlet blades out like little projectiles, and you could do various things with that. Ruin someone's day, be annoying. Way more basic on the Batman Begins, way more advanced on the Dark Knight. But that doesn't necessarily make it better, does it? Because what happens, Johnny fucking clever invent stuff, what happens when you've shot your load, all of those fins are gone, and then some dickhead with a samurai sword turns up and trying to chop your willy off? You can't block it anymore because you've lost all your fins. And remember in Batman Begins when he broke Raz's sword, "How about this?" and broke it with his badass basic get the job done gauntlets. So don't give me any of that fancy Jack Jill rubbish, you bugger. Just go on, get in a, go on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I want to drop two important quotes to you here. One from Christian Bale and one from Christopher Nolan himself, both from the Batman Begins special features. The quote from Christopher Nolan goes like this: "The costume has to be frightening or it has no purpose." And Christian Bale said that once he puts on the suit, he ceases to be human. And I have a hard time carrying that over in my head to the Dark Knight suit because, one, I don't find this frightening at all. And I just don't really get the sense that once he puts on this suit, he ceases to be human. Just don't get that from this outfit. So definitely worth mentioning those quotes. The costume has to be frightening, or it serves no purpose. Doesn't matter if after a couple of years the criminals out there in Gotham are used to your MO. You've still got to look the part. You've still got to strike fear into criminals. There is no denying that the execution of this suit, bringing it to the big screen, is a really big achievement as far as design and execution goes. The fact that this made it from the early sketches on a page or maybe a computer screen to something that Christian Bale could actually wear on set and have it look as good as it does is truly impressive, and it is very cool. But the truth is, I need scary over cool, and that is just way more frightening to me. Especially bearing in mind if you'd never seen Batman before and you're running through the streets of Gotham, you've just committed a crime and you're going through the back alleys at night, and then this suddenly lands in front of you. I'm not sure if fear is what I would feel. I mean, I might be a little confused for a while and slightly impressed by the detail on whoever the hell this is in front of me and what they're wearing. But if I've never seen that before and it landed in front of me and slowly rose up, staring me down, yeah, I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably freeze. And don't forget that the Batman Begins suit absolutely crushed Scarecrow's van at the beginning of The Dark Knight. Remember when he leaped down from the top floor of that garage? Literally stopped that van on its tracks with the sheer power and force and weight of the beast. Scarecrow must have been shitting it. Something worth definitely mentioning about the Dark Knight suit here is that it is covered in boron carbide ceramic plate armor. They use this on tanks. It can stop a bullet, it will turn it to dust, and his suit is covered in it. However, they are all separate pieces and the mesh is in between, and those are your trouble spots. The Batman Begins suit featuring the Nomex survival suit was not featuring any boron carbide ceramic plating, so yeah, that's definitely an advantage. It is very heavy though, so that's why in reality the Dark Knight suit was actually heavier than the Batman Begins one. So, bit contradictory there, Brucey. Now, definitely worth really hammering this point home. The Batman Begins suit, stab proof. Okay, you're not going to be stabbing him anywhere on his torso and having any joy with that. You're just going to look silly. You might be able to get a lucky, something going on with his mouth area because that's exposed. But otherwise, we're talking about a stab-proof Batsuit here. Not so much with Mr. Dark Knight over here. We've got multiple possible entry points here for stabbage action. I'm not even going to list them because you can see them. They're just there. He's very stabbable, whereas Batman Begins, not so much with the stabbing. Alright folks, that's the end of the video. I don't want to keep it too long, plus I don't want too much to edit. I'm trying to bust out one video every day, keep you guys entertained and informed while we're all on lockdown. Trying to do this channel full time certainly ain't easy. If you want to drop $1 a month on Patreon, help me keep the channel going, keep it relevant, that'll be greatly appreciated, and I'll put your name at the end of every video, just like the credits of a movie. Drop a like on this video if you could, that would be greatly appreciated. Leave me your comments below, always good to hear from you, always interesting too. So, that's been a fun video to shoot, guys. It's just a fun subject to talk about and always interesting to hear. Always surprising, really, the amount of people that I hear from who do actually feel the same as me and prefer the Begins suit. I always expect to be in the minority with that, and I still kind of am, but we are out there. So it's always good to hear from you folks, and the Dark Knight guys too. You're all welcome. Alright, make sure you follow me on Instagram and Facebook at DeanKnight333. Make sure you join me for the live stream on this channel, 8 PM UK time on Sundays. Alright guys, look after yourselves and your loved ones. Please stay safe. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.